Virtual reality, VR, and the real world have each carved out unique spaces in the realm of human experience, creating interwoven narratives that push the boundaries of technology and society. In this exploration, we delve deep into the intricate relationship between hyper-realistic virtual environments and the tactile, dynamic world we physically inhabit. This exploration is not merely a juxtaposition of two separate domains. It is a detailed investigation of how immersive digital constructs and the authenticity of physical existence merge, conflict, and evolve over time in an ever-changing technological landscape. For an expert-level audience, it is essential to parse aside the traditional superficial interpretations of VR and engage in a fact-driven, sophisticated analysis. Today's discussion explores advanced concepts in neural visualization, multi-sensory integration, and high-fidelity simulation that redefine our understanding of space, perception, and interaction. Exhibiting a relaxed yet precise tone throughout, we aim to provide clear insights and technical depth that cater to professionals well-versed in the field. We will also examine data trends, emerging standards, and technological breakthroughs that have dramatically altered the way we conceptualize virtual interactions versus physical engagement. The journey will traverse historical evolutions, leading into detailed technical comparisons, assessments of their impact on societal dynamics, and a forecast of future trajectories. This script incorporates rigorous analysis with real-world application scenarios to inform and stimulate advanced discussion in technical circles. Prepare for a comprehensive exploration that unpacks intricate theories, leverages detailed numerical analysis, and celebrates the nuances of human experience in both virtual and reality-driven contexts. Throughout this script, we will break down complex methodologies, present quantitative studies, and analyze statistical models that underpin the evolution of both VR systems and the physical realities that interact with them, ensuring that every point is supported by empirical evidence and the latest research findings designed for experts. Virtual reality, VR, as a concept predates modern computing and has its roots in early experiments that sought to immerse individuals in simulated environments. In the mid-20th century, visionary researchers explored sensory isolation and panoramic display systems, pioneering efforts that laid the groundwork for today's sophisticated VR technologies. Early inventions such as the sensorama and primitive head-mounted displays, though mechanically limited, sparked curiosity about augmenting real-world experiences with digitally crafted narratives. During the 1980s and 1990s, VR technology entered a more progressive phase as computer graphics and digital processing began to revolutionize simulation capabilities. Researchers refined algorithms and developed advanced tracking systems that allowed for more precise control of user interaction within digital spaces. Significant breakthroughs in the fields of optics and sensor integration enabled the creation of immersive three-dimensional environments. This period also saw interdisciplinary collaborations emerge, combining computer science, psychology, and engineering to improve user interfaces and increase the realism of simulated scenarios. By the early 2000s, rapid improvements in computational hardware set the stage for a major leap forward in virtual reality development. Enhanced processor speeds, high-definition displays, and robust GPU architectures allowed developers to create visually stunning and responsive environments. This technological maturation fostered investments in both academic and commercial research. Key industries, including medical, military, and architectural design, began leveraging VR to conduct complex simulations and data-driven analyses, marking a shift from experimental setups to practical, real-world applications. In the last decade, as network technologies and global connectivity improved, VR systems integrated multi-sensory feedback and real-time rendering techniques into their frameworks. Advanced motion tracking, haptic feedback, and spatial audio have since become integral, ensuring that digital simulations closely mimic the dynamic qualities of real-world experiences. Today, the evolution of VR stands as a testament to decades of incremental innovations, rigorous engineering, and deep technical insights that continue to redefine how we interact with our environment. Throughout the evolution of VR, researchers have continuously refined simulation techniques through rigorous empirical studies. Detailed analyses of latency, resolution, and field of view parameters have directly informed design improvements. These data-driven insights produce precise feedback loops, driving innovation and sophistication in both hardware and software, ultimately contributing to a seamless integration of digital and physical environments. Virtual reality experiences have rapidly advanced to a level where their sensory fidelity challenges the cues provided by the real world. In digital environments, rigorous simulations of physics, acoustics, and visual detail are powered by high-performance computing architectures and specialized rendering engines. These systems enable users to engage with digitally constructed environments that are often indistinguishable from physical settings. In contrast, the real world is defined by its inherent unpredictability and complex sensory interactions. Every moment in the physical environment presents a multi-layered tapestry of tactile sensations, chemical signals, and subtle emotional cues that cannot be fully reproduced digitally. The dynamic interplay of natural phenomena, such as ambient lighting fluctuations, acoustic reverberations in natural architectures, and temperature variations, adds depth and nuance to physical perception. Quantitative studies have illustrated that while VR can simulate many aspects of reality, it still faces challenges in replicating the intricate multi-sensory integration offered by the human body's direct interaction with the environment. A detailed comparative analysis reveals that virtual reality relies heavily on controlled parameters to generate predictable sensory responses. These parameters are often defined by models rooted in physics-based simulations and standardized testing protocols, allowing for measurable metrics of immersion, latency, and frame rate consistency. Statistical comparisons between VR systems show that improvements in display resolution and refresh rates lead to a reduction in perceptual discrepancies when compared with natural human vision. Additionally, haptic feedback devices have made significant progress by employing micro-actuators that simulate various textures and force feedback, though they remain less versatile than the complex mechanics of touch experienced in the real world. From a technical standpoint, the real world continuously offers an infinite array of novel stimuli that are nearly impossible to pre-program or simulate exhaustively. This inherent variability makes it challenging for VR technologies to capture all variables that define genuine physical interactions. In contrast, the virtual realm benefits from algorithmic adjustments and adaptive learning systems that can tailor virtual responses based on user behavior analytics. Deep learning frameworks are increasingly utilized to predict user actions and optimize sensory feedback, creating environments that adapt on the fly. This fusion of data analytics and simulation is pivotal in bridging the gap between curated virtual experiences and the unbounded nature of real-life interactions. Despite these advancements, key discrepancies remain. Issues such as motion sickness, known as cybersickness in VR contexts, arise from mismatches between visual cues and vestibular feedback, a problem largely absent in natural settings due to the body's evolved regulatory systems. Furthermore, psychological studies report that prolonged immersion in VR can lead to altered spatial awareness and cognitive adaptation challenges. These findings highlight that while quantitative improvements in VR have significantly reduced error margins in sensory simulation, certain qualitative elements inherent to the physical world are challenging to replicate precisely. Ultimately, the comparison between virtual and real experiences underscores a crucial truth. While technology continues to narrow the gap, each domain retains unique characteristics. VR excels in offering controlled, data-rich environments designed for specific applications, whereas the real world remains an intricate, continuously evolving system characterized by its spontaneity and organic complexity. This dynamic interplay between engineered precision and natural unpredictability fuels ongoing debates and guides future innovation in both virtual and real-world contexts. Immersive virtual reality has redefined not only individual experience, but also broader societal norms, reshaping how communities interact and collaborate. The integration of VR in various sectors has initiated a paradigm shift in communication, education, and professional training. Recent studies reveal that immersive environments stimulate cognitive flexibility and spatial awareness, enriching users' engagement with both digital and physical communities. Such enhancements in human-computer interface design have fostered innovative approaches to problem-solving and creative expression. On a social level, VR platforms have introduced new forms of connectivity that transcend geographical and cultural barriers. Virtual spaces now serve as meeting grounds where individuals from diverse backgrounds can share ideas and merge their distinct perspectives in real time. Technical advancements have made it possible to create life-size avatars with detailed facial expressions and body language cues, enabling participants to engage in more authentic interactions. Data-driven analysis indicates that such virtual interactions, when executed with high fidelity, can lead to improved empathy and understanding across diverse social groups, fostering a more integrated global dialogue. The economic consequences of VR's proliferation are equally profound. Industries such as gaming, healthcare, real estate, and education have witnessed a surge in the application of immersive technologies to reduce training costs, optimize design processes, and enhance user experience. Detailed cost-benefit analyses demonstrate that the initial investment in state-of-the-art VR systems is often recouped through enhanced efficiency and productivity gains, a trend that has not gone unnoticed by forward-thinking enterprises. Furthermore, startups and established corporations are leveraging VR to prototype products in a simulated yet highly accurate environment, reducing time to market and facilitating data-centric decision-making. Ethical considerations have emerged as a critical area of discourse as VR becomes more enmeshed in our daily lives. Privacy concerns, data security issues, and the psychological impact of long-term immersive interactions are topics of intensive research. Rigorous evaluation frameworks, often based on quantitative methodologies, are being developed to assess risks associated with prolonged exposure to VR environments. Simultaneously, policymakers and technologists are collaborating to set industry standards that balance innovation with safeguarding mental and physical well-being. Discussions are ongoing regarding intellectual property rights in virtual spaces where creations within the digital domain may be as enduring and economically valuable as their real-world counterparts. Culturally, VR has enabled the preservation and dynamic reinterpretation of heritage and art forms. Museums and historical sites are increasingly employing VR reconstructions to allow audiences to experience events and environments that are otherwise inaccessible. This convergence of technology and culture not only preserves historical narratives with unprecedented clarity, but also invites new forms of artistic expression and interactivity. Quantitative surveys have shown a marked increase in user engagement when cultural artifacts are presented within immersive environments, underscoring the potential of VR to revolutionize cultural consumption. Moreover, deep technical analyses have explored the neurological impacts of VR on the human brain. Researchers have identified that certain configurations of immersive stimuli can enhance neural plasticity, leading to improved memory retention and learning capabilities. Such insights are being integrated into educational frameworks and rehabilitation programs, bridging the gap between digital innovation and tangible human benefits. By merging complex data analytics with real-world application scenarios, VR continues to influence not only the fabric of society, but also the evolution of human cognition in this digital era. Holistic assessments of VR's societal impact emphasize that the technology introduces new paradigms of interaction and economic models. Future projections rely on continuous monitoring and robust statistical analysis to guide policy, ensuring that VR development nurtures both innovation and societal well-being through sustained research. The integration of these perspectives is essential for balanced, future-ready ecosystems. Looking ahead, the landscape of human experience is poised for a transformative integration between virtual reality and the real world. Technological convergence is fostering unprecedented opportunities that challenge conventional boundaries. Experts predict that future developments will increasingly blur the lines between digitally simulated environments and the tangible world. Integration efforts focus on merging augmented reality overlays with immersive VR frameworks to create hybrid spaces that enhance our perception of reality with real-time data and dynamic interactivity. Innovative research in neural interfaces and haptic systems is accelerating this convergence. Real-time sensor fusion, combined with advances in artificial intelligence, is creating experiences that respond intuitively to user inputs. For instance, brain-computer interfaces are being developed to allow seamless transitions between thought-driven virtual controls and physical actions. Such technologies are supported by extensive computational modeling and machine learning algorithms that continuously refine the parameters of virtual interaction. The goal is to achieve a level of fluidity where digital augmentation complements natural behaviors without imposing noticeable disruptions. Amid these developments, key debates center on whether the future will witness a full integration of digital and physical experiences, or a maintained separation that preserves the authenticity of tactile reality. On one side, proponents argue that integration is inevitable as digital data becomes increasingly woven into every aspect of daily life. They envision environments where virtual simulations overlay everyday experiences to enhance navigation, learning, and creativity. On the other side, critics express concerns regarding privacy, over-reliance on digital mediation, and potential erosion of natural human interactions. Advanced statistical models and long-term trend analyses suggest that the convergence will be gradual and partitioned, rather than a complete merger. Segmented integration strategies are likely to emerge, where high-fidelity VR applications coexist with preserved, unmixed physical experiences that retain their inherent authenticity. Regulatory frameworks and ethical guidelines will play critical roles in determining how these realms interact. Investment in research, interdisciplinary collaboration, and public policy will shape the trajectory of this integration, ensuring that technology enhances rather than diminishes the quality of human experience. As we navigate this frontier, collaborative efforts between technologists, sociologists, and policymakers will be indispensable for addressing multifaceted challenges. Looking toward a future defined by both innovation and nuance, it becomes clear that the integration versus separation debate will continue to drive technological development and cultural discourse. The interplay of data-driven design and human intuition promises to yield a rich tapestry of experiences that honor our sensory heritage while embracing digital innovation. In anticipation of future breakthroughs, researchers are investing in experimental prototyping that incorporates biofeedback, contextual analytics, and real-time environment synthesis. These pioneering projects are designed to create interfaces that respond to subtle variations in user behavior, thereby crafting personalized experiences. As consumer adoption grows, continuous refinement of these technologies will lead to hybrid systems where immersive digital layers enhance everyday life in nuanced yet transformative ways. Emerging trends, validated by comprehensive research, will continue to redefine and optimize the confluence of virtual and real-world experiences, heralding a new era of integrated human interaction with precision. In summary, the exploration of virtual reality in juxtaposition with the real world reveals a fascinating evolution in human experience. Our discussion has provided deep technical insights into the historical development, state-of-the-art comparisons, and profound societal impacts of VR. Advanced metrics and data-driven analyses underscore how immersive simulations are reshaping professional landscapes while simultaneously posing challenges to intrinsic human sensibilities. The future of integration remains balanced between technological refinement and the organic nature of physical existence. As experts continue to innovate and debate these paradigms, it is clear that both virtual and real domains will mutually influence each other's progression. Embracing this convergence responsibly will require continuous collaboration between technologists, researchers, and policymakers. Ultimately, understanding these nuances is essential for a